Plaintiffs Jennifer and Brian Lee are suing their former friend for hospital bills, emotional distress, and slander. Jennifer says the defendant knocked down her bedroom door and attacked her after she admittedly cheated on Brian with her drug dealer. Defendant Aubrey Keeler claims Brian attacked her husband, and then Jennifer hit her and stomped on her glasses. She's countersuing for the glasses, pain and suffering, and emotional distress.
Remain standing. The Honorable Judge Jeanine Pirro presiding.
Hello, Douglas.
Hello, Judge. Please be seated.
All right. The plaintiffs are suing their former friend for hospital bills, emotional distress, and slander. The defendant is countersuing her former friends for a pair of eyeglasses, pain and suffering due to an assault, and emotional distress. All right, Jennifer, state your case.
All right, well, it started back February 7th of this year. He and I met at a party, and it kind of moved quickly. It was kind of love at first sight. He asked me to marry him the next week, and I got to meet his family, his cousin John and Aubrey, John's wife, plus his mother. They're real nice people, seem to be real nice. And about a week later, he asked me to move in with them, and come to find out that John and Aubrey were really lazy. They did not work. They stayed at the house all day, sat around and drank.
That's not true, Your Honor.
That is very true.
So you meet him within a week, you're engaged and you move in, and they're in the house also?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was them living there with his mom and me and him.
All right.
While I was living there, I witnessed them. They were not really that good of parents. That child,
That is not true, Your Honor. I am a wonderful mother.
You're a wonderful mother. Okay, Aubrey, talk to me. You have children? How
Yes,
many?
ma'am, I do. I have a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old.
1-year-old and a 4-year-old. Now, Jennifer, why are you suing them?
I was living there with them, and a mutual friend decided to introduce me to a friend of theirs, and I was smoking pot back then, and I purchased some marijuana from the dude a day, and then the very next day I went over there and I cheated on Brian with the guy.
How long after you met Brian?
About 3 weeks, probably.
So you meet him, you get engaged, you move in, you sleep with another guy all in less than 4 weeks? What did you do the next month?
Well, I felt...
how do you do this in 1 month?
I felt really bad about it. I was really sick for a couple days, and I finally told him the truth, and I decided to try to just start over. And the next day, I was waiting at the house for him to get off work because I was going to go pick him up. And John and Aubrey had a few people over, and they were drinking. And as I left to go pick up Brian, when I got back, Brian and I were in the back bedroom. We thought everything was all right. And John comes back there. I wouldn't touch her. I wouldn't go near her. You need to come talk to us first.
Your Honor.
Well, let him tell me that, but go ahead.
Everybody was real angry because they said that I cheated more than once with this guy, which is completely not true.
This is a drug dealer.
Yes. Okay, so they come back there. They're all yelling at me in my face. And Aubrey
They're yelling at you what? Because you slept with a drug dealer?
Because I hurt their family.
Did you? Stand up. John.
Yes,
Did
Your
you
Honor.
tell your cousin Brian that his fiance slept with a drug dealer?
From what we could tell, she had slept with somebody.
How could you tell?
Because we went over to the...
We caught her doing
what
it, Your
happened
Honor.
was...
You caught her doing it?
We saw both of them come out of the room, and he was in just his boxers.
Okay. What did you say to him?
What happened was his mother let her borrow her car to go see her probation officer, supposedly.
Who's probation officer?
Jennifer's.
For speeding.
Jennifer's.
Oh, you're not on
ma'am.
probation
No, ma'am.
for speeding.
She was
Are
on
you
probation.
20
kidding?
miles over
No,
the
ma'am.
speed limit. It was
Did
in
you ever hear
Douglas
someone
County.
on probation for
No, ma'am.
speeding?
Not
Yeah,
for,
they
unless
gave
they're
me
doing 1 million miles an
2
hour.
years probation, Douglas County, Georgia, because I was going 20 miles over
No,
the speed
ma'am.
limit. They
Oh,
wanted to take a life.
hogwash. Don't tell me
Ma'am?
that.
No.
What's she on probation for?
Possession of methamphetamines and marijuana.
That is not true.
Boy,
That is completely not true.
All right. Okay. Now, what happened that you're suing each other? Is there a fight? What happened?
Yes.
Tell me.
Later that evening, we picked up Brian from work and we told him what we saw. Brian confronted Jennifer about what had happened. At first, she told him that we were lying, but later admitted that she did do it.
Is that true?
She told me she slept around with the guy, and I was infuriated at first, and then I just kind of forgave her. They're telling me things I already knew. I was trying to put all that behind me and try to move on, but they're telling me more things. So I got a little aggravated. Yes, they would not leave us alone. I told them
true?
to back off.
All right. All right.
I
So
do
you
have
have an
witness
argument.
statements about what happened that night.
You have witness statements? Let's see them.
They're-
But nobody's told me what happened yet.
John and Brian had some words, and Brian did get in John's face. John said, I don't want to fight with you. I don't want to argue with you. At that time, Brian did hit John, knocked him backwards onto the bed,
Your Honor,
repeatedly
that is
hit him
a
in the
lie.
head.
You're saying that Brian hit John and John landed on the bed, and then what?
Brian continued to sit on top of John and repeatedly
And
hit him.
pummel him. Did you have injuries? Stand up.
Bruising.
You had bruising? Do you have any pictures, any evidence of this?
No. I didn't want to, so I wasn't trying to pursue anything because I didn't want any of this to even happen.
All right, but you're saying that he hit you first.
Yes.
Okay, what's your version, Brian?
Me and Jennifer went in my bedroom. We were trying to talk things over, and then they sit there and listen in on us on the outside of my door. Jennifer mentioned them. They kicked in the door. Aubrey got in Jennifer's
kicked in the
face.
door?
Aubrey.
Did you kick in the door?
No.
Yes, Your
Why
Honor.
would she kick in the door if you
She
two were
did.
trying to work
She
it out?
was drunk the whole night. Both of them were drunk.
That's
I was
true.
not drunk, Your
That
Honor.
is not true.
I was not.
That is not true.
All right, so let them say their version. Your version is she kicks in the
She
door.
kicked in my door.
What- go ahead.
It's just a flimsy plywood door, but
Okay.
she did kick
What
it
happens? She kicks in the door. She comes
in.
in.
She rushes in, immediately goes for her, immediately goes for Jennifer, and she gets up in Jennifer's face, just screaming all kinds of obscenities, and Jennifer simply trying to defend herself, and Aubrey's up in Jennifer's face, just yelling, and John looks like he's about to hit her. He's rearing back, so I push him back, and he's trying to hit me, so I hit him, and
Where do you push him back?
I pushed him onto my bed just to get him off of her,
Yeah.
and because,
Meanwhile, Aubrey's hitting me the whole entire time. But I have a witness statement from my mother. She was on the phone the whole entire
Okay,
time.
good. All right, let's see.
And I also have hospital bills from me going
All right,
to the
let's see the
hospital.
bills. All right, so you're saying you have injuries?
Yes.
And
Your Honor?
pair of eyeglasses. Your eyeglasses were broken? Let's see
Yes,
them.
Your Honor. That night, what actually happened is after Brian and John got into it, she hit me and knocked my glasses to the floor, stomping on them, and breaking my glasses to pieces.
Did you stomp
They
on
were
the
not
glasses?
that bad that night. They were not like that.
they were not that bad, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I went and got this particular pair of glasses.
They were not like that night at all. They were about as damaged as mine are still. They're just bent up a little bit.
Okay, and do you have a police report?
No.
Do you?
No.
Okay.
No, Your Honor.
So the upshot of this is John says that he gets pummeled by Brian. All right. Jennifer says she gets pummeled by Aubrey. Aubrey says that her glasses are broken and stomped on by Jennifer. What, did I miss anything?
No, Your Honor.
What are you suing them for?
I'm suing them for the assault on my husband, emotional distress. Your Honor, I was scared to go to sleep because they would call my house threatening to burn the house down with my children in it. I have a police report for phone harassment because after we moved back into the house, they would call the house 20 times a night and scream obscenities. I have statements about the statements she made to other people that were mutual friends of ours about how she was going to stab me. The night of the incident, she threatened my children. She told me that she was going to call Department of Family and Children's Services on me and that she would put any marks she had to on my children to make sure they ended up in foster care.
No, she tried to hit
And
me. And I
in
told
those
her I was
witness
gonna
Do you
call
have
It does
custody
show
of
that.
both children?
Yes, I do.
I heard she gave away one of her children, but that night I did not threaten her children. I told her if she hit me, I would call the
You
cops.
heard she gave away one of the kids.
Yeah, that's what his mother told us, that they gave away one of the kids because they
Did
wouldn't
you give
work
away
and
one
afford
of
to
the
take
kids
care
ever?
of it.
No, Your Honor.
I don't know.
My son stays with my sister after school because it's hard for me to get back and forth to his school.
Why?
We don't have a vehicle at this time, so
you
my
work?
sister drives him back and forth.
Do you work?
No, Your Honor.
Do you work?
Not right this moment, ma'am.
Do you work?
Your Honor.
No.
Do you
I
work?
do.
Jeez, somebody works. What do you do? How is everybody living and drinking and buying drugs? Nobody's working here.
Ever since we moved to Montana,
Why'd
March
you move to
28th.
Montana?
That's where her family is.
That's where my family is. We did not feel safe down there because I was getting phone calls stating that they're
Okay.
telling people
I
that my
got it.
husband raped
All right.
somebody.
Where's the
Your
hospital
husband
bill?
has been accused of sexual assault twice.
Where's
And
the
I am
hospital
not-
bill?
I handed it to him.
The $786, is that the hospital bill?
That's
You're
one of them.
alleging injured ribs?
That's one of them. That's the x-ray, and then the other one's the actual physician bill. And I also have a
261.
MySpace message from her threatening me.
Really?
Your Honor,
Let me
I
see
have
it.
MySpace messages as well.
Oh my goodness, what are we doing here?
She sent messages
Why doesn't
threatening-
everybody go to work and then you want to have so much time to fight with each other? Wow. I'm surprised they let work like this go through.
Wow.
I can't even read this.
One of them's easier
Who's
to read.
in prison? for rape?
They're trying to tell him they're going to put him in prison.
He's not in jail.
never
He's
Is
touched
either
it.
one of you ever in
Sexual
prison
assault.
for rape?
No.
Then stop. Now, Jennifer and Brian are claiming that the defendants came in, Aubrey and John, and assaulted them, and they are seeking money for the hospital bills that Jennifer incurred, emotional distress, and slander. Now, the slander is basically what? What did they
She
say?
called my
about you?
probation officer and told her that I was at her house smoking crack and beating up everybody.
Okay. I
My
did not,
probation
Your Honor.
officer said an Aubrey Keeler has called me and I need
No,
you to
Your
come
Honor.
in, and he helped me pay a fine so I didn't go to jail.
Oh, good. I get it. Okay.
That
now,
is not true, Your Honor. I
let
never
me
called her
just say
probation
this. I was going through the evidence here, and it is very clear to me that something happened, but it is not as it appears or the plaintiffs want me to believe. The incident in question occurred on February 20th of 2009, and yet the hospital bill is not until March 9th. That means that there was a significant amount of time that passed before the plaintiff even went to the hospital. And it makes me question whether or not she went to the hospital for the incident that occurred on February 20th. There is also no police report to corroborate that there even was an incident, although I truly believe that there was. And the plaintiff's final evidence, she says, is from her mother, who was on the phone at the time of the assault by the defendants. The only problem here is Mama says that on March 6th, she was getting ready for work and my daughter Jennifer called me, and then she goes through the fight. The problem is the fight occurred on February 20th, not on March 6th. She doesn't go to the hospital until March 9th. And the claim that the defendant called your probation officer and accused you of doing drugs is not something that I believe that you should recover for. You may very well have been doing drugs and you may very well have assaulted her. So your claim is denied. Now, as for the counterclaim by the defendant, I am going to award you money for the glasses. I want to make one thing clear, Jennifer. I think the one thing you've got to do is start focusing on your relationship with Brian. He obviously loves you. He wants to work it out with you. He was in that bedroom trying to work it out with you when Big Mouth over here had to walk in and give his 2 cents. You didn't need to do it. But I understand. Probably where you're coming from was he needs to know, maybe he doesn't know.
Yes.
All right. And what I would recommend to you is that you get a job. I mean, I have a book here with all kinds of places you can get a job and stay out of trouble. All right. So my verdict for the defendant is, as far as I'm concerned, for the eyeglasses alone, nothing for emotional distress, nothing for pain and suffering due to an assault. So ordered.
At this time, we prefer not to associate with them. We haven't associated with them in months.
There was plenty of things I was accused of, and I'm not guilty. They think I am, but I'm not. And it really tears me up inside knowing that my own family has turned on me. And I feel that for that, justice will never be served.